Now we come down to Nigeria, where in October this year, the Ikeja Electricity Company announced upgrades and asked its customers to link the STS meters with their national identity number. The latest deadline, which was November the 15th, has elapsed, and some Nigerians on X, previously known as Twitter, are complaining about their inability to update their prepaid meters before the November deadline, as stipulated by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC. Mr. Sunday Oduton, Executive Director, Association of Nigerian Electricity Distributors, ANED, and spokesman for the DisCos, joins us. And good afternoon, sir. It's good to have you on the program.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
I'm just going to ask a question that is on the mind of many Nigerians, and I'm speaking, I believe, what people want to know. Why is it so important, or why is it so necessary for the NIN to be linked to the prepaid meters?
Thank you very much. It is very important for us to know who our customers are. And it's also very important for our customers to also deal with us with a peace of mind, whereby you have a meter, you live in a particular property, we know who you are, you know who we are, and then we're able to, most times, even deal directly with you. By linking your national identity number with your meter, what we're now doing is to ensure that we're able to deal with our customers on individual basis, and then we're now having a system whereby we'll be able to do away with a lot of the problems that we had in the past. Issues of identity theft, issues of people leaving properties with huge debts and then moving away to another place. New tenant now have to pay for the previous tenant's debt and so many other things. So it is in the interest of the customers as well as in the interest of the operators. So it is meant to make things better. And I do understand, we appreciate and understand the initial glitches that is going on. And I need to say here that we're not just starting at Ikeja. We started over 1 year ago in just DisCo. And now it is working very well. So we just want to appeal to our customers to be patient with us as we're dealing with the initial glitches that are happening on the platform.
Okay, speaking of initial glitches that customers experiencing, it's a lot of customers have complained about linking this NIN, but still there's a code that they said was sent to customers after they link it to be able to vent, to be able to buy electricity tokens and get energy. But they're yet to get that. The delay in getting these codes, why are we seeing these delays? And how quickly would that be resolved?
All issues to do with delays, especially that have to do with the code, are also being looked into. And we're trying our best to ensure that we minimize the inconveniences to the customers. And talking about the code, the meters that we use in Nigeria, they are called STS prepaid meter. There's an ongoing global need to do a technical update. So that technical update requires every customer that owns a prepaid meter to obtain what we call KCT, which is Key Chain Token. That token, I believe, is the code you are talking about, that you need to get an input into the meter. Again, a lot of people have been able to do it. We are also aware of some issues with some customers, and we are working around the clock to ensure that all over the country we solve this problem. So it's not just an Ikeja issue alone. It's a national problem, and we're aware of it, and we're working very hard to. I would just apologize to our customers for any inconvenience. But these things are very important. The one with the software update is a global thing. You have to update the meter. You don't have to go and get another meter, but you have to get this thing done so that your meter can continue to work.
Okay, so you say it's how quickly do you think this will be resolved, and why are we seeing these issues arise? Why are some customers able to get the tokens and be able to update their NIN to the meters and also get electricity, while others not able to do so? What is the cause of this problem?
It is mainly technical. I mean, the platform on which this new upgrade is being carried out, sometimes, that's why I call it the initial glitches. I mean, these are things that are mainly and most time beyond us. It's not as if we'll be happy for our customers to have to deal with this all the time. But like I said, even this morning, we've solved some problem. This morning, even right here in the studio, a staff of this channel TV spoke with me. Out of 4 people living in a block of 4 flats, they've been able to sort out 1, remaining 3 of them, and I assure him that we'll make sure that those 3 are also done.
So what about those people who actually get these tokens, but they are still not able to vend? The tokens don't work. What's the problem there?
In those few cases where, okay, you know, even with banks, we get what they call OTP, a one-time passcode. When they send it to you, it expires after a particular time, so you request for another one. So in those cases where customers have issues with the token, I will implore them to please report that again to their nearest DisCo. They will sort it out for them. We've made efforts, Ikeja and others are doing it to ensure that we even now have more staff to deal with this particular problem. Because once we resolve it now, everything going forward will be seamless.
But some people have been to their DisCos. You said they should just go to the nearest DisCos. Some customers have been to their DisCos, but they tell them, keep trying. It will work later, you know, just keep trying, and they don't get the resolution that they want. So how, if they don't have confidence in going to the DisCos, how will the problems be resolved?
Well, I think it has come to a point that all of us Nigerians should begin to trust our service providers, and our service providers too should begin to trust us as customers. The issue of saying keep trying, I'm sure, simply means that the process, because sometimes some of these things have to do with the network, and when you talk about network, you are talking about telecom providers, and we all use phones. In some cases, a particular service provider, you can't get to make a call, you have to use, most Nigerians have more than 1 phone. It is for the same reason that this sort of glitches technically happens, but I'm not going to sit down here and give you excuses. And that's why I apologize. And I'm asking Nigerians to please be patient with us as we deal with this. This problem will go away. It is something we've done elsewhere, and we know we'll get this done. But I know that what customers want is, you want to try once, seamlessly, everything gets done. But anytime you try something and it doesn't work, it's only natural that you feel unhappy. So I'm sorry this is happening, but I assure you that Ikeja, Eko, Ibadan, and all other electricity distribution companies are working day and night. And if you have anybody in jobs, ask them. We've done it there. We believe that we can get this thing done so that we can provide better service to our people.
Okay, speaking of working around the clock, day and night, and providing better services, is there a customer care number or a customer care line that Nigerians customers of Ikeja DisCo can reach out to, that you can provide to Nigerians so they can reach out to that number and say, oh, we've got this problem, and they get their problems resolved? Yes,
anybody who has a phone and access to the internet, just go on Google, type Ikeja Electric. That brings out a link to their website. There are numbers there. And there are numbers you can call 24 hours a day. And a lot of people have done this. This is not rocket science. You will get them and they will tell you what you need to do. And if there's any other thing they need you to do, they will tell you. But I assure you that you can get to speak to Ikeja or any other DisCo.
So I just want to ask a question. Do you think that if Nigerians get a bit of difficulty, that there's any room to bypass this process? Do you think that is happening as we speak?
As we speak, we have substantial energy theft in the system. Even before this issue of upgrade happens, or issue of software update, or linking in with, I can tell you that 60% of meters, prepaid meters in Nigeria, are bypassed. That is theft. There are so many thieves. That is the truth. This is not about giving excuse about my meter is not working, that's why I'm stealing energy. No. I can tell you that, number one, 40% of energy that we supply in this country are stolen. And that has affected our ability to supply more energy, to improve our service, because all these things affect our ability to reinvest in the system and deliver the service that Nigerians need. So when you have 40% energy loss. That's through illegal connection and so many illegalities. And then those who have prepaid meter, they bypass it all the time. And it does not have to do with poor people's area alone. Even Ikeja, GRA, even an area called Bompai in Kano. Okay. I'm talking about GRA. Okay. Even in Jos, go to a place, they call it Refield. I can mention so many places all over the country, and I've been there. Okay. You see this practice, I can only implore Nigerians, because for every theft in one property, you are making your neighbor to pay more for electricity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sunday Oduton, Executive Director, Association of Nigerian Electricity Distributors, and spokesperson for the DisCos. And being a spokesperson, we've been trying to reach the CEO of Ikeja Electric. We do hope you can reach out to him to come and explain to Nigerians, to appease Nigerians, and to speak to them. We do need his voice in this matter. Thank you so much.
I'm her voice. Be assured, anything you want her to say, or any CEO, there are 11 of them. Okay. Instead of bringing 11 people to Channel TV, talk to me. You are talking to them. Okay. There's nothing they're going to say that I will not say. And there's things I will say that they will not say. Okay. They are ready, they are willing to come out anytime, but we're making things easy and straight, streamlined and strategic for all of us. Nigerians just need to be given the right information, and we need to deliver the service that Nigerians need.
Thank you so much.
I'll deliver your message. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sunday Oduton, for your time. Many thanks again.
Thank you.
Next, more stories from the African continent. Stay with us. This is Business Incorporated.